Well, welcome everyone. This course is entitled Teaching for Discipleship, and this is a 20-session course, and over the next 20 sessions we'll be talking about what it means to teach for discipleship. The text that you'll be asked to purchase is this book here called Teaching Redemptively, and I hope you've been able to purchase that. And of course, some of the text readings are mandatory, and there'll be a little bit of homework before you come to each session. But let's first look at what it means to teach for discipleship. I think that the very first thing we have to do is to really understand what it means to be a Christian teacher. So can you be a Christian and a teacher? Or is there a difference between a Christian who's a teacher and a Christian teacher? And I think the answer is yes, there is a big difference. Because if you are a Christian teacher, you are teaching with grace and you're teaching God's truth. So in everything that we do, there is no sacred secular divide. There actually is an authenticity that we are trying and hoping that the children will understand what it means to have grace and truth in their life. Therefore, when we look at our curriculum documents, when we look at what we teach, we'll be looking at it through what it means to be a Christian follower. It is our hope that over the next 20 weeks, we'll be able to pull apart certain aspects of what it means to teach Christianly. So why do parents send their children to a Christian school? I would say that some of the parents like to think that the Christian school is a fortress where we protect the children from the world. Other parents would send their children to a Christian school because of the apologetic view, the fact that they want the Christian values, the standards, and the Christian teachers. And of course, there's the other view, which is the concordant view, which is what we would like to discuss, and that is that we partner with parents in the teaching of children. That in that partnership, we will teach biblical studies, that we will have Christian subjects taught with a moral lens, and that we will actively seek to teach subjects from a biblical perspective. Now, increasingly in our culture, we see, I don't know what it's like where you are, but there are a lot of non-Christian parents who seek to have their children at a Christian school. And isn't that wonderful? Because that's an opportunity where we can unfold to us children the gospel story. It also means that there's an opportunity for parents who are sympathetic to the Christian faith to come into a relationship with Jesus. It's an amazing opportunity, and so we won't take that lightly. But there will be some things that we will discuss in this next 20 weeks. There'll be things that you need to read. There'll be some reflections. There'll be some writings that you'll need to do. And of course, there's going to be some collaboration of staff. It's great, isn't it, when teachers can set aside this time to unpack the Bible, to see where is it that we are looking for the biblical directive. So there's some reading to do. There's some questions around the text, and there's some relevant Bible passages. The first session will talk about Deuteronomy in the Old Testament. You'll also look at unpacking your own vision for your school, your mission statement, and then start drilling down into your classroom. What does it mean to be a Christian teaching in your school and fulfilling the vision of your school? And of course, in all of these discussions and reflections, we want you to come together to bring about these collegial discussions about what do we mean by a Christian worldview? What do we mean by humanism? What is it that sets the Christian school apart from the other school down the road? If you were to look at our classrooms, if we look at our children, their books, if we look at their programs, can we actually see a Christian distinctive? Because if we say that we teach Christian education, there should be a significant difference. It's going to be an exciting journey, and I look forward to each and every session. And now it's over to your facilitator to help facilitate the next part of this session. See you next week.